Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. We're having fun today. Listen, what you need to focus on is understanding psychology and sales. Those are the two most important things for you in order to grow your income. Check this out. Universal Accounting Center, Profit and Growth Program will teach you everything you need to know how to take your firm to the next level. Now, if you want to get into this industry, have your own firm, start anywhere with tax, bookkeeping, or advisory. We're going to take you to the next level. Got coaches for you. But look, you're here for a reason. Why do business owners delay decision making? Well, let me tell you why. All right. Most accountants think business owners delay decisions because of money. That's surface level thinking. Guys, dig a little deeper. All right? Understand something deeper. People delay decisions when they lack emotional certainty. And if you don't understand human psychology, emotional risk, okay, decision-making behavior, then you're going to constantly struggle to move clients forward and position yourself as a true strategic advisor. Give me 1 second here. I thought I just heard one of my salespeople messaging. Anyway, doesn't matter. Look. Today I'm going to teach you something most accountants never learn. Okay, how advisors psychologically guide business owners towards what? Confident action. So it's not manipulation. It is truly communication. All right, that's all it comes down to is just your words, the word play, the word flow that you're using. So grab your pencil and paper. Let's knock this out. Let's have some fun today. Hey, look, Module 1. The real reason people delay. Look, business owners delay decisions rarely because they need more time. All right, it's rarely because they need more time. Most delay because they're experiencing internal conflict, right? Psychologists call this cognitive overload. The human brain is designed to avoid uncertainty because uncertainty feels dangerous. So when a business owner hears complicated financial language, too many options, conflicting advice, unclear outcomes, undefined ROI, what happens is that brain enters a defensive state, right? And defensive people rarely move forward confidently. They pause, they stall, they hesitate. And this is why many accountants unintentionally overwhelm clients with information, but elite accountants reduce complexity. The highest paid advisors in the world are not necessarily the most technically advanced. They're the clearest communicators, guys. Clarity creates certainty. Certainty creates movement. To me, it's common sense. Start using it. Let's go to Module 2. Why most accountants struggle to create authority. You'll notice in a lot of these videos I talk about authority. I trust people with authority. Right? So do you. Look, many accountants unintentionally communicate uncertainty, not because they lack intelligence. You guys are the smartest people in the world, right? Because what happens is you communicate like a technical operator instead of a strategic leader. So listen carefully. Business owners do not want another risk-oriented employee, another task risk evaluating employee, right? They got that. That's driving them nuts, okay? Look, they want someone who can help them make decisions. That means your communication must sound decisive, structured, calm, certain, strategic. Unclear communication creates uncertainty. Here's some examples. Maybe, all right? Maybe. Horrible word. Possibly, kind of, I think, hopefully. You could maybe try this. Understand that you need to speak with controlled certainty, not with arrogance and ego, but with conviction and belief. Because what you're doing is you're transferring your emotion. Okay, so when you sound uncertain, the client becomes uncertain. Uncertain people delay, right? Look, let's go to the next module, and the title of this module is The Emotional Economics of Decision Making. And this is what most accountants never understand. Financial decisions are emotional first and logical second. All right, look, Harvard behavioral studies have repeatedly shown that human beings rationalize emotionally driven decisions with logic after the emotion is already formed. Meaning, the business owner feels safe before they justify the purchase intellectually. Okay, well, this changes everything because now your role becomes reducing emotional friction. Beautiful stuff. Are you kidding me? Look, advisors do this by creating simplicity, predictability, trust, vision, control. And that's why elite sales conversations feel calming, right? Not chaotic. The advisor becomes psychological, okay? There's so much stability that's created, okay? So much stability that's created with those things that we just covered. And that's what you want. You don't want uncertainty when you're talking about financials. This is what the premium clients actually pay for, okay? Come on, guys. It's simple stuff. Watch all the videos, get up to speed. Look, Module 4, why too much information destroys sales. Accountants love information, clients love outcomes. Accountants love information, but clients love outcomes. Well, that's a huge difference. The average accountant thinks if I explain more, they'll understand. Usually the opposite happens, right? More information without structure creates what? Creates confusion. The confused people freeze. This is called analysis paralysis, all right? Elite advisors understand the goal is not to impress clients with intelligence. The goal is to what? Organize complexity and make it into clarity. That means please simplify your language, okay? Structuring your conversations better, guiding attention, creating logical pathways, prioritizing action steps. This is why the best advisors in the world can explain million-dollar problems in simple language. Sophistication is simplicity. Write that down. Sophistication is simplicity. Module 5. One of the greatest psychological tools in advisory is future pacing. I just talked about this in probably the last 30 videos. What does this mean? This means helping the client emotionally experience the future before it exists. Traditional accountants discuss services. Elite advisors discuss transformation. Got so excited, almost spit. Look, instead of saying we'll help organize your bookkeeping, elite advisors say this. Imagine walking into tax season next year already knowing your numbers, Janet, already understanding your cash flow, and finally feeling in control of the business instead of reacting emotionally every month. Notice the difference? One communicates service, the other communicates emotional transformation. Humans move. What do they move towards? Emotional relief, not spreadsheets. All right? Hey, let's go to Module 6. All right? Why certainty closes deals. And make sure you're writing it down. Whose fault is it if you're not writing it down? It's your fault. Look, the highest paid advisors are not often the most technical, but what they are really good at is communication and decision. They're really good at decision facilitation, meaning they help people move uncertainty into certainty. I can't express this enough. That requires emotional intelligence, communication mastery, leadership, framing, presence, simplicity. You need to master all these things, right? Elite accountants understand one thing. People are overwhelmed. Business owners are carrying stress constantly. Payroll, tax, employee, cash flow, inflation, growth pressure, fear of failure. It's terrible, right? And when you become the person who brings structure to chaos, your value increases dramatically. You stop being viewed as an expense. You become a strategic infrastructure. Let's go to Module 7. The elite accountant frame. All right? Let me help you out. The future of accounting belongs to the advisors who can communicate, lead, influence, simplify, create trust, and guide decisions. Technical skills matter, but communication multiplies value, okay? This is why two accountants with an identical technical skill can produce completely different results. One communicates information while the other creates certainty, and certainty is economically valuable. Never forget this, that clients do not pay premium prices for data, they pay premium prices for outcomes. All right, look, if you want to become an elite in this profession, stop thinking like a preparer, start thinking like an advisor. Your job is to not simply produce reports, it's to reduce uncertainty, because the businesses that grow the fastest, guys, are usually led by people who can make confident decisions quickly. And elite accountants help create that confidence. This is where the future of this industry is heading. Not just accounting, but strategic influence. So if you got value from this video, please like and subscribe. Please! And if you don't, it's okay. As long as you take the information and apply it, that's all that matters to me. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.